Hello and welcome back to our New World Order campaign in Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod. In the last episode we had a pretty bad time of it. We were forced to peace out with a white peace of our war against Bamberg. And we also had to cede Magdeburg to the godless Slavic pagans up here. And in fact it looks like they are... Let's see... Saxon is trying to take it from them, which I guess it serves them right, but it doesn't really help us any. In fact, it is pretty bad because Saxon is already a bit of a danger to us. But we are still in this other war against a vassal of Saxony, actually. He is trying to take the county of Hessen, but we have this one pretty well in hand. We're just going to sit here for a while as our mercenaries replenish a bit. Hopefully to the point where we have a pretty much guaranteed victory over this army. And we can siege back this holding in the meantime. We are losing about 10 gold a month currently in mercenary upkeep. I'll just pay interest for the moment. I'm not sure exactly how much we would be paying back there. I don't want to go negative anytime soon. So the amount we're paying these mercenaries are going to, or is going to increase as they continue to replenish. But we'll probably just keep them until we take care of this army and then disband them. Let's appoint you as our court chaplain, and I don't think we need to convert anything still, so we'll just send you down to Rome. Okay, so we should finish this siege. And we had a daughter, okay. A fertile daughter. Right, we lost this siege, which is fine. We're about to win this one. I think we'll just go in. I think we're crossing a river here. But it shouldn't be a big deal. We have good characters in charge. We should be able to win anyway. Which we did. We captured a prisoner. And hopefully we can actually assault this. While we still have the mercenaries raised. Just to wipe out all of the war score from sieges we have against us, and we'll go in again against his army before disbanding. We have... okay, so I guess about half of this is our troops. Alright, I'll go take care of this one first. If we can catch it. We're not catching it here. I guess we'll try and fight this 500 if we can. Alright, so we caught that finally. See if we can catch them now. We can't. Okay, I'm just going to disband the mercenaries so that we can start making money again, and I'll also dismiss and re-raise all my troops, and we'll probably have enough to be able to win this war pretty easily. We should be getting ticking war score in our favor, so we shouldn't have to hold out for too long. Oh, and I was just about to check whether any of our armies were about to get caught, but I didn't manage to do that quickly enough. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to let this battle happen and see how it goes. Not surprisingly, we are losing it. Okay. So you're headed to Hessen, you'll get there on the 1st. You are not going to get out in time, so we'll have to disband you. We'll just pay the interest again for now. Okay, and with 1400 against his 800, I think we'll be fine to attack him. I don't think we're going to find a province without a river crossing, so we'll just go from wherever. Get the best characters we have in charge. I hold a title that all agree should rightfully be yours. We do not want to give away the duchy, so we will reject him diplomatically for the moment. And the crusade for Thessalonica is successful. So unfortunate that we didn't get to join it ourselves, but at least we did win. We in the broader sense of Christendom, of course, not us personally. You were separated from your men in the chaos of battle and now find yourself in the midst of war. As you scan the field and try to rejoin your troops, you see Bishop Ordulf break through the enemy ranks and charge you. Prepare to die, von Homburg scum. And he runs away. Okay. So this battle should not be a problem. Will get us almost all the way to 100 war score. The Great Schism mended. At last the Great Schism between the Western Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church has been mended with the spread of Catholicism and the reunification of the Pentarchy, including the vital episcopal see of Constantinople. The Orthodox faith now holds little sway over the people of Europe. There will be those who still cling to it, but they will be few in number, and the Pentarchy can once more claim universal rule over all of Christendom. Okay, I guess this means that Orthodox has been reduced to a heresy of Catholicism? Is that how this works now? Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess that makes sense since a Catholic has just been given Constantinople. Well. Interesting times. Anyway, we are at 100% in this war, so we can enforce our demands. Gain a little gold for that. Not enough to compensate us for our time and effort, of course. And we can hold a grand tournament, but I don't think that will be necessary. We should be able to change our succession law. Not now, but hopefully soon. Let's actually check. Oh, of course, because we created the kingdom title, that would reset the timer, wouldn't it? So we're going to have to actually wait a little bit longer than we otherwise would have. We created this in 1097. So another 6 years or so to wait on that one. Okay, well I think we have grumpy vassals from having their levies raised, and our and their levies are pretty depleted right now, so we should probably try to stay at peace for at least a while. And maybe we'll change to a different focus. Let's change to business focus. I quite like business. Help us make money faster, and we should hopefully get the whole trading route event chain, which will increase our income even further. And actually, I've just realized that we never changed our capital back from this county, which it got moved to after the whole Gavelkind business. So I guess we'll move it back to here, so that we are getting the levy bonus in 2 castles instead of 1. And I guess we'll go for legalism, maybe? We get nothing at level 4, but we're probably going to want to increase centralization at some point. In fact, let's go up to low already. No particular reason not to. My prisoner is complaining about his dark cell. We'll let him rot, but we will also click the ransom all prisoners button. We can repay our medium loan. I guess we'll go ahead and do that, so we don't have to pay any more interest. An opportunity has presented itself to you to let everyone be reminded of your rule. There's a skilled minter that you can hire to mint out new coins for your realm with a portrait of your face. So we can spend 100 gold to gain 100 prestige, which would be useful to us for opinion, but we don't really have vassal problems, so it's probably not that important. Or we can debase the mints with less precious metals for profits, so we can gain 100 gold and 100 prestige and maybe definitely become greedy and maybe become deceitful. Or we can say there's no need for additional currencies. Well, we're actually already greedy, so that wouldn't affect anything. So sure, I'll take a free 100 gold. We did become deceitful, but that's a fairly neutral trait, I think. Ever since you started to count your income and expenses in the chase for more wealth, your coffers seem to be filled to the brim more often than before. A thriving economy is good for the realm, so we get an aspiring trader for +1 stewardship, which is nice. Okay, we should probably also revoke this county back from the person we granted it to. But we have no plots available because we are content. Okay. Well. Oh yes, we still can't do any hunting. Which a friendly commenter informed me is due to a bug in HIP at the moment, so I've taken the recommended steps to try and fix it, but it apparently hasn't worked. So we'll just have to wait for an update on that one. Most of my vassals have decided to cooperate in order to improve their own situation. Okay, they'll field more soldiers. And they're discussing the quality of my rule. Which is fine. And my wife is pregnant again. Okay, my eldest son and heir is almost 16. We probably don't want to keep educating him ourselves, since we'd like him to get a better education. Grey Eminence might be good. I think we'll stick with Midas Touched. The diplomacy bonus isn't that important. We aren't going to have too many problems with vassals since we are only ruling over counts at the moment. And we got our centralization law through. We can create that duchy title up there, but that's not necessary at the moment. You notice one of your courtiers feeding the birds out in your garden, throwing some breadcrumbs to the ground for the creatures. We can ask to join in, and my courtier will like me more, or we can say it's of no interest. Maybe become shy or proud. We'll ask to join in. Did I not pay back all of the loans? Oh, I guess I must have had a large loan. Yeah, okay. We'll just pay back what we can then. We should be debt-free now. Which we are. And I suppose with the amount of troops we have available, we can probably consider trying to go to war again. How about you? You're not independent. Oh, you're under Venice, I see. Well, we probably don't want to attack Venice. I imagine they're pretty powerful. Only 4,000, 4,500, but they can probably afford to hire mercenaries. Okay. My son somehow became a Grey Eminence, even though I was trying to get him a stewardship education, but that's fine, I suppose. We'll arrange a marriage for him. We could go for the Duchess of Milan, but I don't really want to gain land that far away. Also, countesses available. Mersburg. Where is this? I don't know. Anyway. I think we'll instead just get him married for some genetic reasons. If we can find somebody who is a genius, for example, that would be great. Though preferably not that old. 17-year-old genius. Absolutely, and it will give us an alliance with the Countess of Middlesex, which is probably not too useful, but any alliances are better than none. Our other children will probably try to get married for more strategically beneficial alliances, since that would have helped us out a lot in the previous couple of nasty wars we had. I don't feel too well, something is wrong with me. I am burning up with a fever, my nose is running, and my head feels as if someone is banging something hard against it. Okay, so we are ill now. Hopefully we won't die. We'll probably be okay. During the afternoon, your treasurer comes up to you and explains his plan to bring in exotic goods to the realm. He suggests setting up a trade route with a foreign realm. This, however, requires an expensive expedition, but it could prove quite profitable. Well, we'll set up the expedition. And I think we will buy the merchant ship for the journey, even though it costs us almost all of our gold. The word is spread that you're planning a trade journey, and some priests have come to your court. They are offering some church funds for the journey, if they can come along with you to the foreign realm. Okay, we'll accept them and gain back 27 gold for that. I never did continue looking around for possible conquests. How about you? We can subjugate ruler here. Would prefer to conquer, but subjugate would do just fine, I suppose. Don't have any powerful allies, and you only have 200 troops. Okay, that looks pretty good. You're currently attacking the Duchess of Upper Bavaria, which is fine. Yeah, I think we should probably declare this immediately if we want to attack her. Seems like a good opportunity. And of course we immediately have a peasant revolt to deal with. Because why wouldn't we? Alright, let's see. It's time to get the expedition going for exotic goods and hopefully for profits. Let's set out for foreign lands. So let's see, Bamberg is hills, unfortunately, which is pretty bad. Which county is this? Henneberg. We can go in from here with no river crossing. So we will probably do that. And we had another son, which is fine. The expedition finally reaches the realm of High Chief Keko. Up here, I see. Your steward asks what gift we shall bring forth as a token of friendship. We could spend 30 gold on a dozen strong horses, 15 gold on a chest of quality cloth, a pouch of rare herbs, or my courtesy should be enough of a gift. We'll spend on the strong horses. Probably have a negative income right now. Actually, not quite. My son Popo, make sure everyone gets exactly the same amount of whatever sweets the cook gives the children. You can gain the trait Just, that is pretty good. You notice the High Chief's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward munching the dinner with his bare hands in a barbaric way. We'll ask him to excuse our barbaric steward. Alright, so we will deal with this peasant revolt before we head south to start fighting our war, and we'll go in from here. We have good characters in charge, but we'll have to wait to actually do that until the next episode because we're out of time here, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.